Have you ever wondered why American truck manufacturers discontinued cab-over vehicles in the 1960s and 1970s, while the rest of the world continued to produce them? Discover why these towering emblems of the wide road have become so rare on today's highways, as well as the fascinating history that dictated their fate. But before we get into this intriguing topic, make sure to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and ring the notification bell. A cab-over truck, also known as a cab-over engine (COE) truck, is a vehicle with a flat nose and an engine located beneath the cabin. This differs from long-nose trucks, also known as conventional trucks, in which the engine is positioned in front of the cabin. Cab-over trucks are widely employed for a variety of tasks, including delivery, rubbish collection, and utility service. Their engine placement beneath the cabin enables for a more compact dimensions and improved maneuverability, making them ideal for urban driving and circumstances requiring agility. Between the 1940s and the 1970s, cab-over trucks were quite popular in America because of their small size and improved mobility, which was especially useful in cities. Many U.S. producers of cab-overs, including International, White Motor Corporation, Mack, and Kenworth, were active in the market, taking advantage of the laws limiting the length of trucks, including trailers, at the time. This criterion was a major factor in making cab-over vehicles a wise investment. Smaller trucks meant more cargo capacity. This notion is still important in Europe, where different nations have varying maximum length restrictions that apply to the entire vehicular length, including the trailer. In contrast, American restrictions are often based only on the trailer's length. This distinction in laws highlights why cab-over designs were so useful, letting firms to optimize their cargo capacity. But in 1982, new rules that divided between limitations on trailer length and cab length changed the game, making it possible to build longer, more comfortable cabs for long-distance drivers. With new laws limiting trailer length to 53 feet, but excluding the cab, truck manufacturers were able to design longer and more comfortable cabs for long-haul drivers. This move gradually phased out the cab-over trucks, leaving room for the larger long-nosy vehiculars. The improved standards allowed for increased comfort and amenities for drivers on long travels, which aided the transition away from cab-over designs. However, cab-over trucks are still in use in America today for a variety of uses, such as garbage disposal, concrete mixing, deliveries, and firefighting. The focus on driver comfort and safety was a major factor in the U.S. truck manufacturers' choice to switch from cab-over designs to long-nosed trucks, but increasing the cabin on covers wasn't an easy fix. Length limits definitely made an impact. First off, by putting engine noise and vibrations in front of the driver rather than below, the longer wheelbase of long-nosed trucks reduced road vibrations and increased cabin space and driving comfort, all of which added to a more peaceful inside. Although truck makers made an effort to improve driver comfort, they also raised the price of these vehicles in the process. Because a standard style truck was nearly as expensive as these flat-nosed trucks and significantly more comfortable, their sales ultimately began to decrease. Second, long-nosed trucks' lower entrance was physically significant, since it made it simpler for drivers to enter and exit the truck several times a day. Given the regular need for maintenance inspections and repairs, this access was especially important. In long-nosed trucks, reaching the engine was easier than in cab-overs, which required removing the cabin first. Finally, safety concerns also had an impact. Since American trucks are allowed to travel faster than those in Europe, safety has taken first. Unlike cab-overs, which simply had a glass separating the driver from the accident, the long-nosed design of the vehicle provided protection for the driver in the case of a crash, with the engine area acting as a buffer between the driver and possible hit. It is considered that a long hood rig is safer than a caboose. This is because the driver has less protection and is based on accidents. Even with the addition of more safety elements to protect the driver in current Cabovers, traditional long-hood vehicles still survive better in crashes. All things considered, the move to long-nosed trucks was not just a matter of following rules, rather, it was a complicated decision inspired by factors such as design, comfort, and safety, which in the end improved the driving experience and protected truck drivers on US highways. While long-nosed trucks have their advantages, Cabovers have certain features that make them ideal for driving conditions in most of Asia and Europe. Because they are more flexible than bigger cars, Cabovers excel in these areas where roads are typically smaller and drifting. Awareness is essential in large areas where there are a lot of pedestrians and drivers. Here, Cabovers have a clear advantage over long-nosed trucks because of their higher position, which improves exposure. Cabover trucks offer a distinct advantage in terms of visibility. Their elevated position allows improved visibility, and they lack the huge A-pillars present in long-nosed trucks. This means drivers have a far better perspective from the cab, which increases safety and makes maneuvering easier. Basically, even though long-nosed trucks could be better in some ways, Cabovers are still the way to go in areas where restricted areas and busy roads require flexibility and improved view for secure driving. However, as long as laws stay the same, American truck makers have no reason to bring back Cabovers. American drivers travel great distances, so the added comfort and room that long-nosed trucks offer are essential. Furthermore, safety and aerodynamic concerns make a return to Cabovers even less possible. Even with the debut of electric trucks with long noses, such as the e-Cascadia and Volvo VNR, which have bottom-mounted batteries instead of top-mounted engines, the design remains long. This choice takes into account both customer preference and practical issues. The history of trucking in America weaves together like a twisting road as the sun sets, with each turn exposing a new chapter of creativity, change, and the solid goal of advancement. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give a thumbs up to this video, and share your opinion in the comments, as everyone has their perspective. Share this video with your other truck enthusiasts. See you in the next video. Goodbye.